With this question, we're asked to write down the inequalities that define a given region R. The region R here is just a square, and the square, as you know, will be bounded by 4 sides, these 4 here. So we need to know the equations for each of these 4 lines, and then we can create our inequalities. So if we do them one at a time, we'll do the ones going vertically first. This first line here is one bound, and that is the line x equals 0. And we want everything to the right of that. We want our region is to the right of that, the region is greater than that. So we know that our first region will be x is greater than or equal to, because the black line on our square will be included, greater than or equal to 0. So that's our first one. Now let's look at the next vertical one, which is this line here. And that line is x equals 2. And we want everything to the left of that. We want all values smaller than that. So we know that x is less than or equal to 2. Now looking at the horizontal ones, let's go for the bottom one first. We have this line here. Now that line is y equals 1. And we want everything above that line. Our region is above that line, so y is going to be greater than or equal to 1. And finally, we want the line that goes across here, and that line is y equals 3. And we want below that line, so y will be less than or equal to 3. So what we have here is that this region here conforms to all of these inequalities. Everything in this space here is greater than or equal to 0, has an x coordinate greater than or equal to 0. It has an x coordinate less than or equal to 2. It has a y coordinate greater than or equal to 1, but the y coordinate is also less than or equal to 3. If we just choose an example point, go for the center point here, 1, 2. X is 1 and y is 2. 1 is greater than or equal to 0. 1 is less than or equal to 2. 2, our y coordinate, is greater than or equal to 1 and is less than or equal to 3. So that's a little check you can do. You can combine these if you wish, but you do not need to for the exam. If you were to combine them, you would say that x is greater than or equal to 0 but less than or equal to 2, and that y is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 3. But for this particular exam, you were not expected to do that. This first line here with the 4 inequalities is all you need to get the 2 marks.